me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
38-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 12 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
To number 86.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, it's the month of December. Wears on. We'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up, but he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
Play fake. Mayfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 44 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect nothing less.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devin Duvernay. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, here we go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st down.
They go play action. Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
10.
Mayfield off the play fake, and that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's taken in by Duvernay. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Mayfield with it once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Delay of game, offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And it is now 21-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this play?
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Yep, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Cody Parkey lining up for the extra
That
point.
pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Second and 10.
3 down. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
22. Here we go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go, D. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Mayfield on play action. And this is caught. at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hurry.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devin Duvernay on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns continue to roll. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Yeah, this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
To the ground.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
22, back 22. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Chicago! Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Brett. More on for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you, but the defense has all...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20.
Oh, my
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Devin Duvernay on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. As the first half is winding down, and the Bears are in for 6. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
14.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
The Browns take over first.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discourages.
And that's caught inside the 35. Mayfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Pickup of 61 yards.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devin Duvernay, 28 yards. And the Browns are pouring it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let him know. Let him know.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
22, Mike 22. Here we go. Mike 22.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Watch the curl. Check.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
29-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we're to leave the booth.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
64 yards.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That pass was heavily defended. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete.
Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a...
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for Odell.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come up to 6.
A lot of points.
I know he ain't got it. Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Olivier
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
at the 31-yard line.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
The pass complete to Marquise.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant. And
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Browns take over.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham, 67 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Chicago offense set to get started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bears cut into that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Browns take over.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't it?
Boy, it's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
1st down, Browns.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 20 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
86.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Don't get nervous. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming.
Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Mayfield's pass.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Open man is Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Roquan Smith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This drive started way back inside their own 5. Now they're looking for the capper. 3rd and goal. Mayfield now. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal.
Parkey on for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Browns continue to roll.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
22 by 22. Come on.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Cody Parkey lining up for the extra point.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how...
And now off to the races down the right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result. Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And now it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.